The Ebola virus has killed hundreds in West Africa, and students and faculty that may have traveled all over the world are returning for classes at Purdue soon.
And the university is preparing for any potential threat from that disease. News 18's Samantha Tiki joins us live from campus with more on how the university is preparing if the virus does make its way to Indiana. Samantha?
Jeff, Gina, the classes here at Purdue University begin in about 3 weeks. And although the threat of the Ebola virus is health officials say it's a disease with a 90% fatality rate and no known cure. And with classes back in session in about 3 weeks, Purdue student Arpitha Gadag says the threat of the Ebola virus coming to campus is a concern.
It's a very real threat, and I think it's very scary and frightening.
But Purdue health officials say they're prepared if the virus makes its way to Indiana.
We've made sure that every staff person here at the health center has had an opportunity to review the symptomatology, the incubation period, the kinds of things we look for, and how the disease is spread.
Purdue University Student Health Center Medical Director Dr. Sarah Sager says students need to be aware of what to look for. Sager says students who have recently traveled and are experiencing a high fever should seek immediate care.
We know that we have folks coming from African nations. We know that we have folks that share flights with people. I think still overall the risk is low.
She says the virus is spread through bodily fluids and is not an airborne virus. Although it is a threat, she says if someone were to become infected, it is likely it would be contained easily.
So we have these huge resources that allow folks to be protected, and it's unlikely that this would move through the community in the same way that it has in some of the African countries.
Sager says the United States has access to better nutrition and better hygiene and sanitation removal than the countries affected. She says those processes alone will reduce the risk of Ebola on the campus and in the community.
There'll be community concern, absolutely, but I don't think there'll be that epidemic proportion that we're seeing in some of these very poor African nations.
Ebola, as well as other infectious diseases, are already on the health center's radar. Sager says the university has detailed infection control procedures in place, and starting on Monday, the university will have a telephone line dedicated for those for Ebola-related illnesses. Reporting live from Purdue University tonight, Samantha Tiki, News 18.